God's purpose for your life. Now, it might be the case that anything I say you might not agree with. In the vein of creating healthier habits, that kind of takes you to the place of purpose or to the idea of purpose, God's purpose for our lives. My desired goal of being more fulfilled, happier, on a spiritually aligned purpose is, yeah, not only is it an extension, it explains who you are, it defines who you are, and it may not be something that's appreciated by others. So definitely get used to that before you even start out to seeking what your purpose is. I suppose it's a bit like you're stepping out of an old paradigm into a new paradigm. And so, the old paradigm wants to uphold its ways, its own principles, I suppose. But in order to find your purpose, you have to take up your cross, I suppose, in a way. It defines it as a horizon of divine purpose. Yeah, it's something people will either want to hear or they don't want to hear it. It's that cut and dried. So, in order to know your purpose, it might feel like it's a rebuke, like it's chastisement, even in a way, that it's something that some people might not want to hear it. So, anyway, back to purpose. So, yeah, purpose isn't all fluffy and light and butterflies, and it's hard, it can be hard going. And sometimes finding your purpose might mean, as I said, leaving the crowd behind. And that might not be met with the enthusiasm or support that you might think initially. Only do you have to develop good habits and getting healthy exercise and all of those good things, getting in alignment with your purpose. But you also have to build strength of spirit, building inner strength, because not only is it people or this current world, this current lifetime, it doesn't want us to know our purpose, because then that puts us in alignment with God and out of alignment with the world, with the systems, with the governance that want us to be misaligned, be unsure of ourselves, not know who we really are and what we're here to really do. So it will cause contention. And so, yes, that's why you do need to let go of the crowd. Find peace, find quiet, solitude, even to work on ourselves, work on our gifts that we've been given, rediscover our gifts. Because it might be a case of having to let go, not just of what's no longer serving us in terms of environment, but in terms of our attitudes, our current habits, our beliefs that we have carried around with us for so long. It's kind of like a changing of clothes, as it were. You're taking off the old garment and putting on the new. It's kind of like when you get married, I suppose. You have to let go of being single, being the person that you were before, because now you step into a new role, a new life. Although finding your purpose is more of a journey, it is a commitment, but it's more of a journey that you take yourself on. And there will be, twists and turns, times when you want to give up and you're tired or you've suffered some form of setback, because it's what will happen. It's you will be tested. That's part of the root, suffering hardship, being tested and having to bounce back, overcome, forgive even, forgive others, forgive yourself, pick pick up from where you left off and keep going, dust yourself off. So before you even get to the destination or the, further down the road, you have to toughen up. You have to realize that it's not going to be an easy road. You're going to be met with difficulties. And someone was kind of likening it to when the Israelites had to leave Egypt and go into the wilderness, when they were on their journey to find their promised land. It didn't happen in a year, it happened in it was a generational thing. Generations changed. I mean, even not even Moses got to the promised land, did he? Depending on what your purpose is, it may be generational. It might be something that you have to pass on to the next generation. But just know that, yeah, finding your purpose requires courage, requires removing old layers of what you think you know about yourself, about the environment you surround yourself in. And just know that the seeds that you sow today are what you will reap in the future. It's not something you can be laid off from. It's not something you'll wake up in a few years' time thinking, is this what I really want? What am I doing with my life? It's a tree that you're planting and a tree that will bear fruit.